In case you were wondering how the impeachment inquiry into President Biden was going, James Comer appeared on Fox News last week to let the network know that don't worry, we're going to impeach Biden in early spring next year, probably by April. So by April, you can bet your bottom dollar that Republicans in the House will have voted on the articles of impeachment against President Biden. And if you're like me, you're probably sitting here wondering the exact same thing I am, which is, for what, right? Because see, that's the part during this Fox News interview that Comer didn't explain. Because we still don't have an answer, even though, by the way, in the interview that Comer did, he mentioned the fact that they have, quote, many smoking guns in this investigation of Biden, but we don't get to know about any of them yet. You know, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, I guess, for us. Maybe they'll tell us on Christmas Day, right? That'll be the Republican gift to the country. Here is everything we've found. Even though most of their hearings have in fact been public, and we know for a fact they have not found anything because most of their witnesses have actually disproven every point the Republicans have tried to make. Nevertheless, Comer added this. Well, certainly that will be early spring. The sooner the better. It just depends on when these people come in for their depositions and transcribed interviews. We have about 24 people that we want to hear from, and we're expecting to hear from them in the next 45 days. After we hear from them, hopefully we'll be able to wrap up our job on the Oversight Committee, which is to investigate criminal wrongdoing and issue a report. Then we will hand it off to the Judiciary Committee, right? And of course, then from there, the Judiciary Committee is going to do their crap, blah, 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 and then maybe we'll see articles of impeachment for something, you know, whatever Republicans can cook up here. And listen, everybody who tunes into Ring of Fire on a regular basis, y'all know that I am definitely not a member of the President Biden fan club, right? I don't hate the guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm also okay if Democrats want to put somebody up that's not Biden next year. That would be my preference, but it is what it is. But at the same time, I'm also not a fan of impeaching somebody just for the sake of impeaching them. I mean, hell, in the early days of the Trump administration, when the Mueller investigation was still going on, I actually spoke out against the articles of impeachment that Democratic representatives had introduced. I said it was stupid. This is a dumb idea. We don't have any evidence for any of the thing you're alleging, so why don't we wait until the final report? But these Republicans, even though they have not finished their investigation, are already telling us the timeline of how the impeachment's going to work. They don't have the evidence, and they're telling us we're going to do it anyway. And they're going to do it in April for a very specific reason, right? I mean, as he said, like, hey, we got 45 days. Cool. Y'all could get this thing done by January if you really wanted to, if you actually had evidence. But what you want to do is you want to wait until it gets to the point where the Democrats have already had too many primaries and caucuses pass to where we can't come up with another nominee. Not that it really matters because, like I said, you don't have any actual crimes that Biden has committed. But you think, because this is how just absolutely stupid you guys are, you think it's going to hurt the Democrats in the primaries, but y'all seem to be forgetting 1998. And you have members that were in that body in 1998. So maybe listen to those people about how the impeachment of Bill Clinton went for the Republican Party, because they'll tell you it didn't end well in that year's midterms. And it's probably going to have the same effect in 2024. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.